Hello, Dave. Oh, there we go. There you guys are. All right, fantastic. All right, we'll give it about a few minutes just for everyone else to jump on from the other session. All right. How did you guys find that workout? If you did it, good fun?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, no, you guys all did really
Absolutely.
well. Did the music work well if you guys were listening to it?
I haven't got a very good sound system on my computer, so
I listened to my own, Georgia.
All right. You guys must give us feedback on that, because obviously I can't hear what you hear from your side. So if it's cool, we can continue it. If it's not very cool, then we won't continue it.
It was good.
I thought it was good.
I preferred having music. It's a bit crackly, but I preferred it.
Preferred to silence.
No, yeah, definitely. Rather than the sound of my panting.
Paul's here. Morning, Paul.
Morning.
How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Sally's on the house.
Hello. Listen,
Hello, Sally.
I just wanted to sweat, thinking sweat was about to start, and realised I got the day wrong. It was Monday. I was looking at Sally. You're stupid. I'm disappointed.
Very nice work, Sally. No. Saturday, always 9 o'clock sweat, 10 o'clock stretch.
Yeah, but Monday, I was looking at Monday instead of today. And
Oh,
I didn't
for the change timetable. Sadly. But it will be up on YouTube, so maybe if you have some energy later from some chocolates that you might have eaten, you can pop on and do it.
Yeah, I will do.
It is a good workout.
it's a good workout, so.
It looked fantastic. John's got his top off, so obviously it must have been a good one. All right, guys. So, week of training, everyone's body's feeling all right, feeling a little bit stiff.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to have a big old stretch out so you guys can have
I'm
a
really sore from yesterday anyway, Georgia, so
all right, so I will mute all of you guys just so I am on your screen so you can see me all the time. The stretches that I'll be taking you through, wherever you feel the stretch, that is where I want you to stop. If I go a little bit further into the stretch, please do not feel that you must force yourself to go that far into a certain stretch. It will be determined by how flexible or inflexible you are. So please don't hurt yourself. It should be a nice feeling stretch, not a, oh my gosh, this is going to break my muscles type feeling stretch. So enjoy it. It should feel nice, all right? So I'm going to mute you all. That's fantastic. Okay, so what we're going to start off with is just a little bit of stretching of that glute. So come onto your back, lie onto your back. Sorry, let me just get my timer. Lie onto your back. One leg's going to come up onto one leg. Other leg's going to be pulled forward. You're going to try and hook your fingers behind your other leg. We're going to hold this for 2 minutes. You should feel a nice stretch along your bottom. We're going to hold this for 2 minutes. Try to pull that leg closer to your chest, furthering the stretch in your glutes. All right. And slowly let go of your leg. Let that leg come out. The same leg that you had tucked forward is going to come up now. Other leg's going to go down onto the floor. You're going to hold the back of your leg, trying to pull it as close. If you can't keep it straight, it's fine, slight bend, and you're going to try to pull it all the way to your chest. All right, we're going to hold that stretch for 1 minute. So try and pull that leg in. Should feel a nice stretch down your hamstrings, possibly into your calf. If you want to pull it slightly further, if the stretch is relaxed, try to pull it a little bit further into your chest. To further the stretch as well, you can pull your toes down to the ground and relax. All right, slowly come out of that one. Let the stretch ease off of your hamstring. We're going to slop onto the other side. So now other leg is going to come onto the previous leg. We're going to hook our fingers around the back of our thigh, and we're going to hold this stretch for 2 minutes. So hands behind our thigh, stretching into that glute. You can pull that leg slightly further into you, just to further that stretch you can. Slowly come out of it, slowly release that stretch in your glute, stretch that legs. All right, that leg's going to come up above us. We're going to try to pull it in as far as we can to our chest, holding the stretch for 1 minute. All right, and slowly let go of that leg. Slowly release the stretch in those hamstrings. If you need to give those hamstrings a little bit of a shake out, you can. All right, next one, what we're gonna do is you're going to need a wall. So we're gonna do a wall hinge, stretching up those shoulders. So I'm gonna demonstrate it quickly so you can see what it is. And then we're gonna hold this for 2 minutes. So up against the wall, your hands are gonna be flat on the wall. You're gonna step back, hinging against the wall. So say the wall was here, hands are on the wall, hinging against the wall, stretching out those shoulders. We're gonna hold this for 2 minutes. So I'll call you guys, go find a wall if need be. I'll set the timer. We're gonna hold this for 2 minutes. And let's go. So try to keep your arms straight. Keep holding that, you guys. We've got 10 seconds left. And slowly come out of that. Gently release your shoulders. Give them a bit of a roll out if need be. All right, next one, what we're gonna do is we're gonna be targeting our ankles in this one. It's very similar to a normal lunge stretch. So normal lunge stretch will be stretching your hips and your hip flexors. So one leg's gonna come out in front of you, one leg's gonna be behind you. We're gonna lean forward. However, all of your body weight, I want you to try put onto that thigh so it goes over into your ankle, stretching out that calf, working on that ankle mobility. We're gonna hold this stretch for 2 minutes, both sides. So really get all that weight onto that ankle. You should feel a nice stretch at the back of your leg, back of your calf, at the bottom of your calf. You might feel a little resistance at the front of your leg as well. All of your weight going into that ankle. slowly release that tension from your ankle. Coming out of that nice and gently. Give the ankle a bit of a roll out if you need to. Just getting a little bit of blood back into that area. We're going to switch onto the other leg, doing the same thing for 2 minutes on the other side. So getting all of that weight onto your ankle, really lunging into the ankle. We're going to hold this for 2 minutes. Right, to gently come out of that again, giving the ankle a little bit of a stretch, a little bit of a roll, getting that blood going back to that area. All right, we're going to move up now onto your shoulders. So this one, we're going to be targeting your upper back, a little bit of that spinal mobility as well. So what you're going to be doing, one hand is going to come through your body. You're going to be on your hands and knees. You're going to create almost like a gap between your legs and your arms. This arm is going to be shooting through that arm and your legs. You're going to stay on your knees. You're going to try and rotate your upper back to get your shoulder onto the floor. All right, so nice rotation of that spine, trying to stretch the upper back. We're going to hold this for 1 minute on both sides. All right, and slowly come out of that. We're going to flop onto the other side now. So now other arm is going to come through, trying to get that shoulder onto the floor. Holding this for 1 minute. Right, and slowly come out of that. Very nice, guys. All right, I'm going to be targeting a little bit of the triceps next. So what I would like you to do, we're going to do this one where you're either going to stretch your tricep by pulling it down and back, or if you can interlock your fingers behind your back, you're going to interlock your fingers behind your back. We're going to hold this for 1 minute. So whatever option you're doing, whether you're pulling your tricep down or whether you're interlocking your fingers, holding it for 1 minute. And gently release that arm. We're going to flop onto the other side. For those of you that aren't interlocking behind and you're just doing the tricep one, try not let that arm come too far forward. You want to try and keep it directly in line with your shoulder and not in front. So make sure it's nice and in line with that shoulder, not too far forward. All right, we're going to swap onto the other side and let's go. Right, and gently come out of that one. Next up, we're going to be stretching a little bit of that lower back. So for the first stretch, what we're going to be doing is you're going to have your feet together. We're going to lean forward as far as you can, flopping that back over, relaxing that back. Don't focus on pushing your knees down too terribly much. We're not trying to stretch your thighs at the moment in time. We're just trying to get that back stretched off. If you can, take your hands, wrap them around your legs, and then go into the stretch. Even better, it will just assist in getting a little bit of a further stretch. We're going to hold this for 2 minutes. And let's go. So really relaxing, rounding your back as much as you can. All right, and slowly release out of that one. We're going to be stretching off a little bit of your hamstrings and a little bit of the sides of your lower back now. So one leg is going to be tucked into the center of your thigh, other leg outstretched in front of you. We're going to use both arms to lean over to this side. What that's going to do, it's going to stretch alongside your body. Instead of if you just do one arm, you won't get as nice of a stretch along your side of your body. We're going to hold this for 1 minute on both sides. All right, and gently come out of that. We're going to swap onto the other side. Same thing, both arms going towards that other leg, being a nice stretch in either your back or your hamstring. Right, and gently come out of that. Right, what we're going to do now is we're going to incorporate those two things together. Legs are going to be outstretched either side of you. You don't have to try and get them nice degrees. Find a space that feels comfortable, just what feels natural. We're going to lean forward, trying to get our chest onto the floor, trying. Hands outstretched in front of us, stretching just a little bit of your groin, going into those hamstrings as well, all right? We're going to hold this stretch for 2 minutes. So leaning forward, arms outstretched in front of us. If you need to get onto your elbows, that's fine. If you can go flat onto your chest, wherever you can feel the stretch. 2 minutes.
This is one for us, Paul.
Gently come out of that, releasing that stretch. Very good one, guys. Very nice one for your inner thighs. Not a very easy muscle group to stretch. All right, what we're going to do next is we're going to do 2 variations of the same thing. We're going to hold them both for 2 minutes, so it's quite a nice long stretch, targeting your shoulders, your lats, and your tricep. First one is just called a prayer. So arms are going to be out in front of you. You're going to lean forward, stretching out those shoulders, all right? So we're going to hold that for 2 minutes. Arms completely straight. If you need to increase the stretch, don't go as far down onto your heels. Arms out a little bit further in front of you, so you can increase that stretch a little bit more into those shoulders specifically. All right, 2 minutes, let's go. Keep holding, guys. We've got 1 more minute left of the stretch. All right, gently release that stretch. Gently come out of it. All right, so second variation that we're going to do, exactly the same thing, but we're going to bend our arms and having our hands up on our upper back. So if I was in this stretch, nice and extended arms, I bend one arm, bend the other, so I come into an armless prayer. All right, so we're going to get our arms on the back of our head, stretching specifically our triceps. That will be a little bit more dominant in this one. All right, so 2 minutes in this stretch, get ready. We're going to go into an armless prayer. and slowly come out of that, guys. Very nice work. All right, what we're going to do next is stretching your thighs and your hip flexors. So the muscles that connect your thighs and your hips practically. So just underneath your hip bones, those muscles over there. So for this, both legs are going to be out in front of you. You're going to be sitting down. It is quite an intensive stretch, so be very gentle with how far you take the stretch. From here, we're going to lean backwards, feeling a stretch in our quads. If you can only get to your elbows, and that's as far as you go, or even if you can only get there or there, that's far. But as far as you can, leaning backwards. If you can, we're trying to get our shoulders onto the floor behind us. We're going to hold this stretch for 2 minutes. Lower yourself extremely slowly to find that point where you feel that stretch. Even if this is enough for you, just enjoy that stretch where it is, all right? Holding this for 2 minutes. So let's slowly lower yourself down. All right, and gently come out of that. Slowly let that stretch release. Slowly bring yourself up. All right, we're going to end off with one more. I'm sure if you've done yoga before, you've done this before. It's called the happy baby. So you're going to be lying on your back. Legs are going to come either side of you. You're going to wrap your hands onto those legs, pulling your legs down either side of you, opening up those hips, all right? So legs up in front of us. John, did you have a look see at that one? I'll do it, I'm going to do it from a back position because otherwise that might be a bit awkward. So legs either side of you, and you're going to pull them back and down onto either side of you. So up into the air, you're pulling back and down. We're going to hold this for a final 2 minutes, and then you guys are done. So get into that position with the legs either side of you, almost like a squat in mid-air. Hands on either side of your legs, pulling those legs down into the ground.
Do you reckon you got that, John?
John, you got it?
I'm not sure anybody wants to see me do that.
Hey, John, I can't do it at all. I couldn't even do the last one.
Come on, so fantastic stretch for those, for your hips. That's it, guys. Even if you can't grab your feet in, you can only grab your ankles.
Yeah, man, I got it. I got it.
Yeah.
That'll be the new Into training poster.
Yes, I think so.
Yes, John. That's cool.
Lovely, guys. Lovely, John. That looks good.
Oh, I thought we were finished.
Not just yet. You guys have 20 seconds left. All right, and slowly let your legs come out of that stretch. Coming back down onto the floor. You guys are done for this morning. Very nice work. You guys feel a bit more mobilized. John, that was gorgeous. Beautiful. I'm going to have
Thank
to
you,
go
Georgia.
back
That was
to the
amazing.
recording just to get a photo.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Georgia.
Have a lovely Easter.
Always my pleasure, guys.
Thank
Have
you,
a fantastic
everybody.
day.
I had
Bye.
a sweat.
Bye.
See you guys. Bye, everyone.
Everybody, stay safe.
Thank you.
Bye.
Eat
Bye,
lots
John.
of chocolates.
Loads of it.
See you, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Cheers, guys.
Oh, I was muted. Oh, Georgia, I'm going to say goodbye. I didn't realise I was muted.
Oh, Nina.
Do you know, it was so funny. My computer kept lagging and I was holding the stretch and I didn't realise that you'd continued.
Oh,
Not continue with it.
that's fantastic. All right, guys, have a fantastic day.
All right, you too, Georgia. You go and have a break. Bye.
Oh, yes. Can't wait. Cheers.
Bye.